Hello, good evening. Thank you again for staying. Tonight, I'm with Attorney Justin Goulart as well. As I mentioned to you a few days back, he will be our deputy spokesperson, no, for the defense. So baka tomorrow, we agreed that Attorney Justin might start taking interviews to help me out naman dahil medyo we're really overstretched sometimes. No? Okay, so we're ready to take questions. Again, thank you very much for staying.
Attorney, what's your take doon sa naging ruling ng impeachment court ngayong gabi?
Well, the defense argued its position. Nilatag naman namin kung bakit kami nag-object. Nilagay naman namin doon sa aming opposition kung ano yung mga relevant laws on that really fortified our position on why the request should not be given due course. But nonetheless, syempre, nasa hukom naman talaga kung anong desisyon. We submit to the decision of the impeachment court, of course, without prejudice to legal remedies available under the law.
Malaking setback pa to sa inyo o ano tingin niyo?
Sa amin, syempre, hindi namin may pagkakailan na talagang we had strong grounds to oppose. No? At least yun yung pananaw namin. But as to setback, we're ready naman, whatever happens. The possibility of this happening is something we also anticipated. So, hindi naman natin masasabi na malaking setback to. Syempre, hindi naman tayo magbobolahan. Syempre, mas gusto namin kung talagang kumbaga, napagbigyan din, no, yung opposition namin. But, that's normal naman in any court proceeding, and we respect the impeachment court as well as the ruling made by the presiding officer. So tayo, we just submit to the ruling of the court, but again, without prejudice, syempre, sa mga remedies that are available.
Attorney, speaking of remedies, what are the possible legal remedies that you may take? Saan niyo po ito kukunin? At ano po yung possible next actions?
Well, to be perfectly clear, we're not even sure if a motion for reconsideration is something that we're allowed to do. That's parang wala yan sa rules nung huli naming tiningnan. Of course, there's always the possibility of going up because, as I mentioned earlier, everything is subject to judicial review depending on the circumstances available. But we have not made that decision yet. So gusto ko lang i-clarify yon na this is something that we have to discuss as a team and also, of course, in consultation with our client, the respondent, no, Vice President. So ano lang naman, yan yung mga parati na kaming may kolatilya kasi para sa mga abogado na without prejudice to ganito ganyan. But it doesn't mean that we will be doing it. It doesn't mean that we will not be doing it. But this is something we'll have to discuss amongst ourselves.
So there's a possibility na iakyat ba ninyo ito sa Supreme Court?
That remedy is always available, but as to is it possible, syempre anything is possible, but are we going to do it? Hindi pa namin napag-desisyonan, hindi pa namin napag-uusapan because as I said, no, hindi naman namin din kumbaga diniscount yung possibility na mangyari talaga ito considering it happened in previous impeachment trials. Although syempre ang posisyon natin is nung corona trial na parati nilang kino-compare, marami nang nangyari in between, no? From then till now. That's why we had our legal position on the matter. But as I've said, we anticipated that this might happen and we're ready nonetheless.
The decision sa ruling po, attorney, yung Pikimong, and then the JTC Enterprise was denied po yung kanilang subpoena for that. So how do you take this? Is this somehow small win for the defense team?
Well, our position really was that it wasn't particularly described, meaning it didn't pass the test of definiteness and it didn't pass the test of relevance. So I wouldn't even take that as a win, no? I mean, yun kasi clear cut talaga, wala talaga silang participation dun whatsoever. But yung kahit naman dun sa mga pinayagan, we really strongly felt about our position. But again, that doesn't mean mali yung impeachment court or anything like that, no? Kasi we really have, I mean, at the end of the day, ultimately, sabi ko nga kanina, the decision will lie upon the impeachment court. They rendered their ruling kanina. And we respect that.
Attorney, any reaction po dun sa wording ng impeachment court without directly addressing kasi the term fishing expedition, ang sabi nila, the documents requested under the subpoena which is TECOM will not be used to allege additional independent impeachable offenses. Any reaction to that?
It's very difficult for us to fathom how we will proceed on that. But if that is the position of the impeachment court, then we will respect it. But yun nga, no, hindi namin alam. I think ang ibig sabihin nila doon is hindi yan mako-consider for the impeachable offenses alleged in the articles of impeachment. But again, we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see. Total, tama naman na sa PINA stage pa lang to. So tingnan muna natin how the evidence will be appreciated. And nasabi din naman ng ating presiding officer that this ruling is without prejudice also to the admissibility of the evidence to be obtained, no? Or documents rather to be obtained.
Nakausap niyo na ho ba si Vice President at
Hindi pa po.
Senator Mans?
Hindi pa po because as you saw, we just came from the session hall, so hindi pa po. That's why I said whatever happens in the next few days regarding this decision, at this point we fully submit and respect the decision of the impeachment court. But kung as far as remedies are concerned, this has to be discussed with the persons involved.
Attorney, generally, maraming nag-grant on the part of the prosecution.
Yes.
But may mga safeguards din naman, may mga caveat din naman na nilagay itong impeachment court with regard to the granted parts. Tinitingnan niyo po ba yun na small wins pa rin kahit pa paano? Those little safeguards na nilagay nila?
Sa amin, to be honest, no, yes, you could consider it small wins, but sa amin, we felt strongly talaga on why we felt that the requests were overbroad. So even if you were to say, even if you were to consider them as small wins, palagay ko at the end of the day, talagang on the substance, no, of what happened, I think it's something we really have to look into and see if we want to avail of remedies.
Since subpoena pa lang to, yung pag-open nito sa impeachment court, pag-uusapan, magkakaroon din po ba ng oral args and you will continue to oppose na?
Wala naman siguro mangyaring oral argument sa ngayon, no? I don't foresee that. Ang next step kasi dito, syempre, will be objections to certain documents being presented, 'di ba? So, kasi nga, ang pinag-usapan pa lang natin ngayon is the issuance of a subpoena. Titingnan natin kung ano din yung sasagutin ng mga agencies that will have to comply. And then once mag-comply and these pieces of evidence or documents will be presented in court, of course, you can expect certain objections also. And then it will go to the formal offer, di ba? Kasi dun, yung admissibility naman sa evidence, dun yun sa sinatawag nating formal offer. Ibig sabihin, once natapos na sila sa mga testigo, ang susunod na mangyari is there will be a formal offer of evidence. At nakalista yon lahat ng mga documents na ino-offer nila sa evidence, and the defense will be given an opportunity to comment, to oppose, to object, etc.
Attorney, yung nangyaring desisyon na ipasubpina itong BIR, bank documents, yung AMLAC, maka-apekto ba to sa usad ng trial bukas, sa susunod na araw? Anong nakikita po?
Hopefully hindi naman. I don't want kasi baka ang lumabas parang this will just cause further delay. Hindi naman siguro. Sabi ko nga, both parties naman are very reasonable in terms of the way they present, their evidence. So, sa tingin ko hindi naman. And since inaasahan namin din tong mga na pwedeng mangyari ito, we already have a game plan as to how we're gonna approach these things. At sa tingin ko naman, hindi naman makaka-unduly delay yan.
So tuloy-tuloy kayo bukas, si Director Matibag naman, ready na din kayo?
Opo, in fact, tomorrow nabanggit na rin that Director Matibag in fact will be presented tomorrow and we are prepared for that.
Attorney, yung Section 8A ng RA 11521 na hindi nila na pagbigyan, nasunod dun sa inyo pong argument kanina. Ano ba ito? Delikado ba ito sa ibang mga bank depositors?
Well, syempre yun po yung position namin only because Section 8A is not with bank deposits, no, it's with AMLAC.
Sorry.
It's with AMLAC. So Section 8A, ang position namin is absolute prohibition yan. But again, nagdesisyon yung court and we'll just have to accept the decision of the court.
Pero may dapat mga rin yung mga Sige,
Ayokong
tama ka.
puntahan yung ganyan because it's a way of criticizing the order. So I hope you'd understand, sir. Hindi ko munang, I don't want to sensationalize the decision. No? That was the ruling of the court and we just have to respect it.
Attorney, if ever man na papanig kayo sa Supreme Court, how soon yun? Next week? Few days from now?
Hindi ko masabi kasi it's something that we have to discuss. Kung aakyat ka sa Supreme Court, syempre you have to also, draft the pleading itself and make sure that all of your arguments ay malatag ng mabuti, di ba? So, hindi pa natin yan masasabi dahil in fact, yung pag-akyat pa lang sa Supreme Court, hindi pa namin na-desisyonan. Meaning, you never know, baka hindi naman kami umakyat talaga.
This is a decision to ask Vice President herself or decision within the defense team lang?
Both, it's a decision between us, the defense team. It's something we need to discuss if, if we think it would be advantageous for our case to go up. Plus, definitely it has to be a discussion. There has to be a discussion with the client, diba? Kasi at the end of the day, we can only advise. And kung ano yung sabihin ng client, yan pa rin naman yung gagawin namin. For as long as it's within confines of law.
Attorney, medyo light question. Kasi yung para observation ng mga tao ay ang ganda daw ng ang ganda daw ng oral arguments from last week. Tapos ngayon, kayong dalawan, Prosecutor Jokno and then kayo po for the defense. Would we expect the same cross-examination in the next coming days from the part of the defense?
Ano kasi yan eh, each lawyer has his or her own style. At nabanggit ko to sa interview not long ago na pwedeng calm ako ngayon kasi iba rin naman in fairness to my co-counsels, no? Iba rin kasi yung setting, oral arguments kasi ngayon. So while nagsasalita si Attorney Diokno, syempre as you know, bawal akong sumingit, no? And pag nagsasalita naman ako, ganun rin naman si Representative Diokno. So iba rin kasi yung setting. Hindi ko rin masabi kung anong mangyari kung ako na yung nakasalang tapos cross-examination. And it will also depend on the witness, diba, kung gaano ka responsive. So, but my point really is different strokes for different folks, diba? So each lawyer has his or her own style. And one style may not necessarily be better than the other. Kunwari, yung style ko, baka pag may isang particular witness, baka hindi yan maging effective dahil mabait ako. So, kung sinasabi niyong kalmado ko, baka hindi yan effective. Not mabait, no, sorry. But kalmado, baka pagdating sa isang witness, hindi effective yung pagkalmado ka. So, it will really, it will really depend on the lawyer and the reaction of the witness to the lawyer.
So bukas po si Attorney Matibag. So ano ang expectation ng
Well, sa amin naman po, we will take our cue from the presentation that will be made by the prosecution. At syempre, yung nakarang araw na rin naman na pag-usapan ng mga NBI agents. So, iikot naman doon yun. No? Baka may dagdag sila. As I've heard over the news, may sinasabi silang may mga dagdag. So, we will just take our cue, but we're ready to cross-examine. And if there's anything new, we're also ready to quickly adjust and address those matters in our cross-examination. But hopefully matapos naman bukas, both direct and cross-examination. Okay?
Despite yung ruling, tinitingnan din ba yun ng defense na baka naman may blessing in disguise on your part dun sa nangyari?
Ano pong blessing, sir? Blessing?
Baka naman mas mapuprove nyo yung innocence nga ni Tito.
Sa amin, we anticipated it. At parati ko naman sinasabi, hindi namin kinakatakot yung mga dokumento, di ba? Ang punto lang naman talaga namin is meron tayong mga batas, meron tayong due process clause sa Constitution. And sa akin kasi pagdating sa Bill of Rights, it's tested not when it's convenient It's tested when it's inconvenient. Diba? Katulad ngayon, that's how you really test kung uubra yung due process in a situation that's difficult to decide, that's inconvenient for everyone. So, but then again, sa atin naman no na anticipate natin to. So kung mangyari man, I don't think it will affect the defense. I don't think it will be incompatible with our theory and our strategy all along. So we're not so down about it. But of course, if sabi ko nga may mga remedies under the law, we'll still ask the client kung gusto niya. Ang trabaho naman ng mga abogado is presenta lahat ng options sa aming kliyente. Okay? Thank you very much everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pasensya. Thank you.